No school today?
No, sir.
What about your education?
I can fish, sail, and swim. I've been looking after myself since I was 6, and I'm bilingual.
Aren't you a little overqualified for a beach bum?
Well, you know, there's a lot of competition.
Who are these old ladies you mentioned?
Miss Frost and Miss Mina Ketch.
How come the old ladies closed the museum?
It's Bronson's doing. Him have the plans for redeveloping the museum. They're going to regret it, you know. The man's a crook.
A crook.
Will you help me get those plans?
I don't want to go nowhere.
Карай на здраве на всички с една биричка.
Promised to draw me when he found the fish I
Продължаваме
left in his
с
sleeping bag.
преиграването на Broken Sword 2. Биричка, very nice.
Do you know anything about pirate treasure?
Man, that's all stories. There's no such thing as a real pirate treasure.
Няма ли нещо друго да се каеме?
There was nothing else I wanted to ask the boy.
Нека да отидем до този музей. Музеят. Айде. Вижте котката, бе! Котката! Котката! Мяу, мяу, мяу. Играй се, виж как се играе.
Wanna play?
Ето,
Hey,
браво.
cat! Watch where you're putting those claws.
Виж го какъв е малумник. Затова наудра котката.
A cute little putty tat. Actually, no. It was a mangy old flea bag. It was busily
кавал.
torturing a red ball.
Пак ще я пипаме.
I
Тя не
wasn't
иска,
going to
ама.
risk further laceration by the cat's claws.
Зато и трябва да дадеш малко пиленци. Я да видим.
Hi, my name's George Stobart.
Good afternoon, Mr. Stobart. Would you care for tea?
No, thank you,
Tea?
ma'am. I don't like tea. Is that your cat?
Yes, it is. That's Ruddles. Do you like cats, Mr. Stobart?
You bet. Especially spit roast. Can you tell me anything about Captain Ketch?
More than you can tell me about your great-great-great-great-grandfather, no doubt.
You're his descendants?
Certainly. Captain Ketch was born in Dorset, England, in the reign of King Henry VIII. His family were undistinguished farmers, but young Frederick Ketch decided to go to sea.
We have plenty of seamen in our family, Mr. Stobart.
Are you interested in history, Mr. Stobart?
Yes, I am. You were telling me about Captain Ketch. Do go on.
Oh, yes. He sailed under Hawkins.
Jim Hawkins?
John Hawkins, one of the great traders of the Elizabethan age. In 1568, Frederick Ketch was a young man serving aboard the Jesus, Hawkins' flagship. They sailed from England to Africa and across the wide Atlantic to these islands. Ketch was never to see the shores of England again.
How come Ketch never made it home?
Because the Spaniards sank the Jesus in an act of treachery.
Абе, гледам сега в Южна България, като преглеждам новините, много зле положението е. Около Бургас, Царево, там Марапя, Ахтопол. Някой тук има ли оттам? Като гледам, тя направо ги щупи времето. Едни наводнения, едни работи. Да се пазите, хора. Ужас.
You said Hawkins' fleet traded between Africa and the Indies. What was it they were trading?
Black men with no shirts.
You have to understand, Mr. Stobart, that this was the 16th century.
But that doesn't alter the fact that Hawkins and Ketch were slavers and pirates.
Would it surprise you to learn that Hawkins was also a devoutly religious man?
He transported slaves in a ship named after Jesus Christ. In my book, that makes him a hypocrite. What happened to Ketch? Was he killed?
Oh no, he got away and returned to this island, to this very house.
The Frederick Ketch Memorial Museum.
Is it true Frederick Ketch was a pirate?
Frederick Ketch was emphatically not a pirate.
They hanged him, you know. Down there on the beach in front of his family. Didn't bother with a trial. Just whipped him out from his breakfast table and hoisted him up in chains.
Well, if he wasn't a pirate, what did they hang him for?
Envy. Pure green-eyed envy. He had been a successful privateer, you see, and had accumulated great wealth.
As rich as a mink in a paddock.
Shut up, Mina.
Yes, Frost.
The small-minded governor and his lackeys wanted his money, trumped up some ridiculous charge about breaking the conditions of his letter of marque, and hanged him like a common thief. The blackguards!
Letter of marque?
The document that permitted him to engage and destroy the enemies of the crown. The difference between a lawful privateer and a pirate. Yoo-hoo!
Sorry, Frost.
Well, why didn't Ketch just say, take a hike, guys, I've got a pirating license?
Frederick Ketch was not a pirate!
But he did show them his letter of marque.
But they destroyed it and hanged him anyway.
Пиратска драма.
I've been talking to Rio, the little fisher boy.
I'll thank you not to mention that little wretch in my presence.
Dirty little whelk. Nasty fishy boy.
That will do,
Nasty
Mina.
sis. Не го харесват лелките.
I gather you don't have much time for the little boy.
That child is a delinquent, Mr. Stobart.
Yeah, well, he's only, what, 11, maybe?
A knave with one hand on the tops.
What is it about Rio that you don't like, Miss Frost?
Well, once upon a time, he and Emily...
Be quiet this instant, Mina.
What can you tell me about Emily?
Emily? What business can she be of yours?
Her parents were killed in a typhoon.
We, as her only living relatives, took it upon ourselves to raise the child.
That's good to know Charity isn't dead.
Oh, but she is. Washed overboard in the typhoon.
Mr. Stobart
Oh, no.
wasn't talking about Emily's mother. He was being sarcastic.
What else can you tell me about Emily?
How dare you pry into our family in this way? I refuse to answer any more of your impertinent questions.
It was an old house. The flagpole had some sort of technical gadget on the end. I couldn't reach the flagpole, and a bush stopped me from moving the ladder across. It was locked.
The house is closed.
How come?
It is undergoing refurbishment.
Refurbishment? Where the
Refurbishment.
workmen?
Preparation is half the work, young man. The intention is to prepare the museum
Yes,
for the
preparation,
new century.
yes.
The Frederick Ketch Memorial Museum. It would look nice in neon.
A museum for a pirate? There was a stony silence.
As I have already told you, sir, he was not a pirate.
Not a
It's
pirate.
precisely this sort of vile misrepresentation that Mr. Bronson is seeking to rebalance.
Oh? How?
Mr. Bronson has kindly agreed to undertake the museum's refurbishment at a very reasonable price. He understands the importance of a sense of history.
Funny. That's not the impression I got of Bronson at all.
He also understands spherical geometry.
Mina.
Well, he does.
Listen, ma'am, I came a long way to visit this place.
If we make an exception in your case, everyone will want to get in.
Pardon me, but I didn't exactly have to fight my way through the crowds.
You're the second visitor we've had today.
No, I'm sorry, but it's impossible.
The
Гледай
ladder
коста.
extended easily. The ladder reached all the way up to the flagpole.
Тя е горе.
You there? What are you doing?
Виж ги
Pardon me,
лелите колко
ladies,
са
I
лоши, бе.
was just going to climb your ladder. I'm helping Bronson.
Oh, you're not like him, are you? He's very polite, isn't he, Frost? And he has dimples when he smiles.
Ах, мръсница. Има тръпчинки. И аз харесвам тръпчинки. Но и харесвам и много големи цици. Примерно. Просто е така казвам.
You're really fond of that cat, aren't you?
He is our companion and our solace.
I thought about catnapping the little monster until they let me in, but it wasn't my style. Maybe there was some other way I could use their affection for the cat to get me into the house.
Мяу, 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 мяу.
Okay, it was time for diversionary tactics. I thought I saw a little girl down on the beach.
You must be mistaken.
He must be mistaken. Mustn't he, Frost?
I'm sure I'm not. A little girl and that young fisher boy.
What? It's not possible. What were they doing?
Oh, the kinds of things that all little boys and girls get up to at their age.
When I was a little girl, we used to play cows and milkmaids.
Woe betide you if you're lying to us, Mr. Stobart. Heaven help you.
Котката! Огънче, как може такъв аматьорски
The creak of ancient corsetry,
момент?
the sisters sailed majestically over the distant horizon.
Котката, аз я да видим какво ще
I
стане, като
wasn't
ги
going
няма.
to risk further laceration. A cute it was busily Hey cat, want to play with this little doll?
Не иска.
It wasn't exact. The cat looked at me. I had no answer.
Или... може ги смесиш. 1, 2, 3. Може да си сигурен, че ще се напиш брутално.
Drug the cat, but I didn't have the heart. And besides which, those sisters would kill me. I doubted the cat would have salient remarks to make on a Mesoamerican artifact.
Мяу, мяу, мяу.
I was right.
Да. Добре. Айде, качвай се.
I didn't have a flag on me, so the flagpole would have to stay bare.
Не де да падаш, бе.
I couldn't reach the flagpole, and a bush... Maybe in my...
Здрасти, Стив, добре дошъл. Как я караш?
Nah, I didn't have the throwing strength to knock the marker off. It was locked.
Опа. Йоп. Може да го бутна това. Е така. Out of spite, деца века. Е, добре, това знаем, че свети тук. Няма ния куката. Гледай какво става.
What do you think of Rio?
Fish boy, if he comes near me again, I'll throttle the little squirt.
Calm down. What's he ever done to you?
Sock me in the back of my skull with some kind of fish, that's what.
Tell me about the two old ladies.
Who? The Ketch sisters. One of them's crazy as a coot, and the other will turn you to stone if you're not careful.
Did you see the sisters go by?
Yeah, they wanted to string that Fisher brat up. Of course, I told them where to find him.
A fink as well as a creep. Nice.
But he'd managed to vanish somehow.
What are you doing with the theodolite?
Surveying the old house. I got great plans for this place.
Oh yeah?
You bet. Take a look around. What do you see?
Paradise.
I see opportunity. This place is ripe for development.
I like it just the way it is.
And that's where we differ. You see, Mr. Stobart, I'm what you might call a man of vision. I see a great future for Ketch's Landing, and it all starts here, with that house.
Can I take a look at your plans?
No way! What interest would they be to you, anyhow?
I've always had a secret desire to be a surveyor.
You have?
Sure. I mean, you surveyors are just like the great explorers, aren't you? Henry the Navigator, Vasco da Gama, Chris Columbus. Maybe you don't sail uncharted seas or discover new continents, but you're okay in my book.
Horse shit. You just stay away from those plans, you hear?
How do you survey a house like that?
I put a target reflector on the end of one of the flagpoles up there on the house. I sight on it from various locations through the theodolite, record the angles along the baseline, and triangulate them to give me the exact position of the target. Understand?
Why the end of the flagpole? Wouldn't it have been better on a corner of a wall or something?
Are you a surveyor?
No, my degree's in law.
Then shut up.
Catch you later, Bronson.
Я да видим какво става. Музичката е много чил. Много ме кефи. И така има папагали, дето се обаждат. Лодка.
It was a seaworthy little craft, in bad need of a coat of paint, but spotlessly clean and maintained.
Я да видим сега такова. Я гледай какво става.
I think Bronson is trying to cheat those sweet, vulnerable old ladies.
That's a little unfair, isn't it?
Okay, he's trying to cheat those seriously demented, poisonous old ladies.
You have to admire his acumen.
Tell me about your friend Emily.
Why are you so interested in Emily Ketch?
Emily Ketch? A descendant of Captain Ketch, the pirate?
Yeah.
Well, it doesn't bother you?
Why should it? We don't responsible for our ancestors.
How come the old ladies closed the museum?
It's Bronson's doing. Him have the plans for redeveloping the museum. Oh, I know all about Mr. Bronson's plans.
Can you let me have a fish, kid?
I thought you say you don't like fish.
It's not for me. It's a present.
For the old ladies? Well, it makes a change from flowers and candy.
No, it's for their cat.
Okay. What do I get out of it?
I can pay you. I've got Quaramontian dollars, French francs, and traveler's checks.
You must be joking. The nearest bank is 3 islands away.
Според вас какво да му дадем, момчета? Червия или гащите? Все пак е рибар. Жалко, че не съм сейвнал, за да пробвам какво ще стане, като му дадем гащите. всъщност какво ме интересува?
Will you give me a fish if I give you Rio, are these ugly, tasteless nylon panties worth a fish?
No, man.
Ловите гащи.
Is this worm worth a fish?
Could be good bait. How did it die?
I think it drowned in tequila.
Just like my Uncle Gabriel. Yeah, I'll have that. Okay, I'll get you a fish. It might take a while though.
Тривиум, че не да се правиш, бе. Ти като си бил толкова малък се разбирал вече.
I didn't know the first thing about sex. Did you see the weird sisters come by here?
Did I? They look madder than usual, so I hide until they're gone by.
Just as well. They thought you were playing with Emily. Boy, were they steamed.
Emily, you're madder than them.
There was nothing else I wanted to ask the boy.
Спокойно, гащите са при нас. Ако много ти харесват, идваш и ги обуваш. Така. Айде.
No luck with a fish?
No, man. They don't want bite. That's cause they know there's a storm brewing.
Storm? I don't think so.
Hey, I caught a bite.
You have?
It's a big one. A real big one.
Reel him in, Rio. Jeez, it must be a whale or something.
Колело.
Rustiest whale I ever see.
Disappointing.
I still need a fish, Rio.
Okay, make me try again.
Maybe you better change your bait. The only serviceable part of the bicycle's wreck was a rubber inner tube. You just never know when you're going to need stuff like that.
Че за какво друго да са ти, освен да ги обуиш? Браба. Една лека пауза и продължаваме.